Welcome to the Advanced Website Updates Training Video 1 Part 2. These videos are in two parts for the adding in a gallery project into the website. In the first video we used some software called Photosizer, and that software allowed us to specifically resize each of those 5 images that we are going to be using, that we are going to be working with, into a much smaller size. It dropped the corporate size down from 12.8 megabytes to just 0.2 megabytes in size. That means those images will load far more quickly, and we've also used Photosizer to rename each of those images as well. So we'll pick those up very shortly. Now we're going to create the gallery object inside the website, and we will have a title to add into that gallery. We'll have a layout choice that we need to choose. And when we have the gallery in place, it has template text in it and a template image inside the gallery. So we'll have to update the text and go and fetch the images that we have on our desktop. And then we need to set what's called a featured image, and this will become the clickable link on the website page that we use for the viewer to go and view our gallery. Okay, so here we are back at the front page of our template website, and I'm going to go to the New and Project link. And here is the name. If you remember, the images that we resized in the first video were all about spring snow. So that's what we're going to call this, spring snow. And we're now going to use the page builder. The page builder allows you to load a template page in. It's quite complex, but you don't create it. I've done that for you. So when we go to use page builder, we now get these 3 options, and it's the middle option that we want. So we go to load layout, and then we want to find the layout that represents the type of project that we are looking for. Now, in many of our websites, you may just end up having 2 layouts. One may well just be called projects, and the other one may well just be called project art. There are some websites where there are a lot more options, and this is more complex, which is why we're moving away from this style to a more simplified setup. However, you can see that there are different types here for foundation staging, key stage 1, key stage 2 assembly, etc. What we're going to do is we're going to choose the one called special events. That's because our event is a sudden snow that's appeared at the school, which wasn't expected, especially as it's during springtime. So there is a load option here. Please do not click the delete, because if you do, I have to recreate the template again. So when you click the word load, it loads a page which at first glance looks quite complicated, and you can go, oh, no thank you very much. But most of this page you simply ignore. All you do is you scroll down to the first bit, which has this red bar in it, and you're looking for the gallery object and the title text which sits at the diagonal angle from it. So once you've found the gallery inside this red area, just look up diagonally left, and that's the area that you want to change, this one and this one. These are 2 objects in the page, and we want to go to the 3 small lines on each object, and that gives us the properties of that object. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on these 3 lines in the area title text in the top one. And as I scroll down, you can see it's got event and event text. So I can put in here spring snow. I can say we have had a sudden appearance of snow this springtime. And you could fill that out to be the text that you could say about the children playing in the snow, etc., etc. So click Save, and that means that this object here on the website that describes the gallery now has the correct text in it. Now let's go to the gallery object and click on the 3 left-hand lines, and this gives us the gallery object. Now you just ignore all of this except for the Update Gallery button. And clicking on here opens up the gallery inside the image library. And as you can see, inside the gallery we have one transparent image that we don't want. So all we do is we click on this X to get rid of that image, and that immediately brings to us the Select Files area and Select Files button. So I'm going to click on Select Files, and I'm going to click on my desktop, and I'm going to click on the Uploads folder. And if you remember, these are the files that we had resized in the last video. So I can click on the top one, hold the Shift key down and click on the bottom one, or I can click on one and hold down my Control key and press the letter A at the same time, and that does a select all. But however, I don't want this done folder to appear, so again if I hold the Shift key down and click on the done, that takes that one away. I prefer at this stage, if you do have other items inside your Uploads folder, then I would prefer just clicking on the top image, holding the Shift key down, and clicking on the bottom image, and that highlights all of the images that I want to pull into this gallery. Click on the Open button, and in they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images, all coming in really quickly because we've resized them. Okay, so click on the Update and click on the Save, and that means that our gallery has now been updated. Let me go back in there again. So Update Gallery, here's our Edit Gallery, here's our images that we've just pulled in, and now that they're in, we click on the Update Gallery button, and now that that's been changed, we click on the Save button, and that will mean that this gallery has now been saved with those images inside it. Right, 2 more things to do. We have a featured image, and we click on Featured Image, and we choose one of these images to represent our gallery. I'm going to choose this one here, Set Featured Image, and that will be the clickable link. Now we simply scroll down through the project categories. This is a different set of categories. This is a categories to do with the projects themselves. They are nothing to do with the posts categories. So the project categories, if you remember, we have chosen to do special events. And as I said, you may well find on your site that there is simply a projects one and a art galleries one with some sub items. So choose the correct category. Because we've chosen special events when we loaded our layout, we have to choose the same category as that which fitted the original layout that we chose. So now I'm going to click Publish, and I can go back to my school name and scroll down, and you will be able to see that we have in our school projects and activities area, the spring snow has naturally appeared in this part of the website with the image that we chose as the featured image. So all we do now is when we place our mouse over, we click on there, and here is the text that we put in, spring snow. And here is the gallery. Now we can browse it by clicking on these links or by clicking on this central link here. So I can either click that way and go through each image, or as I prefer, to click on here and you can go on each one. It shows them just slightly larger. And that is how to add an image gallery onto the front page of your website.